Hello students, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Amrit, and dear students, in the last video we discussed about the part 1, and now in this video today we will discuss part 2. Let's start. Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl, was able to save many lives when the tsunami struck Phuket beach in Thailand. Though she was won a number of awards, her parents have not allowed their daughter to be interviewed on television and made into a heroine. Why do you think they took that decision? So, my dear students, here we see that Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl, they were in Thailand to celebrate Christmas, and just after the Christmas on 26th December, there was a tsunami, and so uh, she had already studied about tsunami in her geography chapter, and so she knew many things about that, how to take care during this tsunami and all that. So she could save many lives by herself. Okay, so now here she got many awards and all that, but the parents did not allow her to come in front of the television for the interview. Why they did so, let's see it. Let's continue. Now here is a story from Thailand. The Smith family from southeast England were celebrating Christmas at a beach resort in southern Thailand. Tilly Smith was a 10-year-old schoolgirl. Her sister was 7 years old. The parents were Penny and Colin Smith. Okay, so here uh, the author says that they were there in Thailand for the Christmas celebration. Okay, and they belong to Southeast England. Okay, and now we see here that uh, Tilly Smith, you can see here Tilly Smith, this is Tilly Smith. Okay, this is Tilly Smith, and she is a schoolgirl. Okay, she is only of 10 years old. Okay, she is 10 years old, and she has one sister. She is of 7 years old. Okay, and her parents are Penny Smith and Colin Smith. Okay, here you can see Colin Smith. Let's move ahead. It was 26 December 2004. Deadly tsunami waves were already on their way. They had been triggered by a massive earthquake of northern Sumatra earlier that morning. So you can see, dear students, here first we see the meaning. Resort, here resort means a place where people go on for holidays, to spend their holidays. And now see the meaning of trigger. Here it is trigger. Okay, meaning trigger means, here you can see, caused, describes a sudden violent reaction. Here an undersea earthquake. Okay, so here trigger means suddenly any event that happens, like tsunami, earthquake, all this. Okay, so here on 26 December 2004, a deadly tsunami that came and means in the Sumatra earlier that morning, and means all people were terrified that day. The water was swelling and kept coming in. Penny Smith remembered the beach was getting smaller and smaller. I didn't know what was happening. And so as soon that tsunami started, that sea was getting smaller and smaller. That means what happened when tsunami comes, then that with the force of that waves, all that water comes from uh, the sea to towards the outside. Okay, and so then that means water is getting empty from there. And so here the author says that the the ocean is getting smaller and the beach was getting smaller and smaller. That means all the water was coming towards the beach and mingling with the water. Okay, but Tilly Smith sensed that something was wrong. Her mind kept going back to a geography lesson she had taken in England just 2 weeks before she flew out to Thailand with her family. Okay, and the parents knew something wrong is happening, but they were not able to exactly guess that what it is. But Tilly Smith could easily find out the wrong. What is that? Because already she had studied in her geography lesson that about the tsunami, and so she could means remember that how it could happen and what will be the cause of the disaster and how it can be managed. Let's see ahead. Tilly saw she slowly rise and start to form, bubble, and form whirlpools. She remembered that she had been this in class in a video of a tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian Islands in 1946. Her geography teacher had shown her class the video and told them that tsunamis can be caused by earthquakes, volcanoes, and landslides. So here she had already studied in geography chapter that earthquakes can be caused by three main regions, that is it is given here: earthquake, volcanoes, and landslide. So her geography teacher had shown a video that had happened already earlier, that is in Hawaiian Islands in 1946. So she remembers that. Tilly started to scream at her family to get off the beach. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. She got more and more hysterical, said her mother. Penny, I didn't know what a tsunami was, but seeing my daughter so frightened, I thought something serious must be going on. And so she says that, oh, that Tilly Smith got very serious and told that this is something very different, that is earthquake that is under the sea, so we must hurry towards the safer place. And so by seeing Penny Smith sees her daughter in a terrified mood, and so she gets frightened and uh, knows that something different and something very different to be happen there. Okay, now see the meaning here: historical. What is the meaning of historical here? When you are historical, you shout, laugh, or cry in a wild, excited way without any control over yourself. Okay, so here historical means anything that could be in past, like that would be a good thing that has happened or the bad thing that has you already know, so that you may be excited, or something you may uh, do that is uncontrolled. That means you cannot control your emotions, maybe out of fear or out of happiness, whatever it might be. Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach to the swimming pool at the hotel. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. Then it was as if the entire sea had come out after them. I was screaming, run. So here Tilly's parents, they all went to the safer place in a hotel, and then they saw that means entire sea that was coming towards them, and sea rising waves, high waves, and that you can have might have seen in a tsunamis. That picture last time also happened. Then we could see that in Tamil Nadu how devastation it was, and we know for ourselves that how that waves comes and all the destruction takes place. The family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. The building withstood the surge of the three tsunami waves. If they had stayed on the beach, they would not have been alive. Now, see here the meaning of surge. Here it is surge. Okay, surge means shelter or protection from danger. So, they knew that tsunami is coming and waves are very high, and so now they have to take some shelter in safe place. So they went to a hotel where they had to reside there and kept themselves safe. The Smith later met other tourists who had lost entire families thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson. They had been forewarned. Till went back to her school in England and told her classmates her terrifying tale. Here see the meaning of withstood. Okay, here the meaning withstood means endure without collapsing. Okay, that means go out towards a safer place. And surge, here you can see the meaning surge means force momentum. Okay, so here as soon as they came to know the Smith family, all everything that about the tsunami, they went to a safer place, as well as they told many others to go to the safer place, and that's why so many people were saved from the tsunami. So here uh, we see the act of good deeds by this little girl, the little British girl named Tilly Smith. Okay, as she had done a lot of good work, means by saving others people life, by making awareness. Okay, so here we have completed this chapter, sorry, this part 2. Hope you have all understood. You can go through this question answer and solve for yourselves in your